over the sickness, but you played 4 straight road games now.
Still dealing with it a little bit. I feel like myself, but still got some little symptoms, and then a little sore ankle that was a couple of games ago, and a little bit tonight. But those are the things that you're just trying to play through and trying to figure out how to continue to build momentum. We all know what the schedule's been like, and nobody's. Coach talked about it yesterday, and we try not to think about it too much, knowing it is what it is. You have to find a way to overcome it. Done a decent job. We let 3 games slide that we feel like we wish we would have had, but we're all right right now.
Did you tweak the ankle in San Antonio?
Yeah.
Is that right? Tomorrow, theoretically, would profile as a potential rest night. Do you know your status yet tomorrow?
More just looking at how that responds, because I did it again first half tonight, but I don't think it's anything crazy, but see how it responds to flight and how I feel tomorrow.
Steph, last year you dropped 50+.
The cameras had barely cooled down after the buzzer when Steph Curry stepped up for his post-game interview, and you could feel the weight of the night sitting heavily on his shoulders. This wasn't just another loss for the Warriors. This one stung. Falling short against the Orlando Magic wasn't the plan, and you could see the frustration in every pause, every deep breath, and every look down at the floor before he answered the next question. Steph didn't hide from the truth. He acknowledged exactly what everyone was already thinking. The team struggled to find rhythm, especially in the second half. Shots that normally fall came up short. Defensive rotations broke down at the worst moments, and momentum swung so hard in Orlando's favor that it felt nearly impossible to recover. And in the middle of all that chaos, the Warriors' leader was dealing with something even more concerning: that right ankle. When Steph talked about tweaking his ankle again, you could see how much it bothered him beyond the physical pain. He mentioned how it first happened in the second Spurs game, and then again tonight in the first half. It wasn't dramatic, but it was real, the kind of subtle injury that every player knows can turn into something bigger if ignored. His tone was careful, almost cautious, like someone who's been down this road before and knows how unpredictable these things can be. He said he'd wait to see how it responds after the flight and a night of sleep. But even with that optimism, it was clear he's very questionable for the Heat game in Miami tomorrow night. You could feel the room shift when he said it. The Warriors need him, desperately. But Steph knows better than anyone when pushing too hard could make everything worse. The questions kept coming, and Steph remained steady, even as he replayed the most frustrating sequences from the game aloud. He talked about the turnovers, the missed opportunities, the late-game defensive lapses. He admitted they let the Magic get too comfortable early, and once that momentum swung, the Warriors were chasing for the rest of the night. Still, he wasn't pointing fingers. He never does. He talked about execution, effort, communication, all the things a leader focuses on when he's trying to pull everyone together, even after a loss like this. What stood out most was how much he emphasized resilience. Steph didn't sugarcoat anything. He acknowledged the mistakes, he acknowledged the pain in his ankle, and he acknowledged the reality of a long road trip with tough matchups ahead. But he also talked about how this team has been through worse, and how the only way to respond is to show up, lock in, and move forward. He wasn't animated, but he was honest. He showed the kind of calm that comes from years of highs and lows, championships, and heartbreaks. And even through the disappointment, there was that familiar spark, the belief that one win can turn everything around, and that even on nights like this, they're building towards something bigger. By the time the interview wrapped up, Steph's voice carried a mix of fatigue and determination. He didn't promise anything about tomorrow's game in Miami, and honestly, nobody expected him to. But he made it clear that if he can go, he will. And if he can't, he'll be the first one on the sideline, pushing his teammates to fight even harder. Walking away from the microphone, Steph looked like a man who knows exactly what's at stake, not just for the next game, but for the rest of the season. And whether he's on the court or cheering from the bench, one thing is certain: he's not done yet. Not even close.